Hey, this is Ash. We're gonna do another funnel review. This is gonna be short and sweet because the page is short and sweet. So anyway, here's a page. The four steps to make your dream of living in a Garden of Eden style eco village a reality. Okay, so how did we get here? So this was the ad on Facebook. It was a video ad, almost 3 minutes long. I didn't. I watched 8 seconds of it. Um, I have to say, I mean, and people need to understand this. Like, I mean, granted, I'm at the point where I could skip this ad, but the video ads are great, but you have to understand, like, I think people have the idea that somebody watched the entire 3 minutes and then went to the web page and all they need is the continuation of the 3 minutes they watched. And that's clearly not the case. You need to um, basically restate what you said in the ad. What got them? Like that's what people want. They want to be reaffirmed of what got them there, right? If you're talking about, in this case, living on a new earth or the world is ending, I, I don't want you to continue the ad on your sales page. I want you to basically summarize what I just watched. Because here's the problem. Because first of all, no one's watching the whole 3 minutes, and and for you that should be a great thing because you want people to click the button. The whole point is to get people to click the button, and the sooner the better, right? You don't need that much more convincing. You've already convinced them. You've intrigued them enough to get them there. And so if they watch, okay, in this case I only watched 8 seconds, but I think that the opportunity to skip the ad, and I guess where they don't pay, is maybe 20 seconds in. But if I'm at 25 seconds in, I'm like, oh, okay, you've already convinced me. Go over there. Don't pick up, what you talked about 2 minutes into the ad because I'm going to be lost. Now, I'm making that point not because of this one in particular. I am and I'm not, because we'll see that this page is ridiculously short. Okay, so let's just look at the ad first. Tired of living here. Your old world is ending. Um, I like it. It's a pretty good graphic. It's put a grim view of our world right now. It's looking pretty good. Do you want to live here? It's communal. A new earth is forming. I think people who buy into this will buy into the idea, like the new earth is forming. People are like, yes, there is that, and I'm sure the video is going to explain all that. Okay, then you click on sign up. So you already know you're signing up. I would probably say learn more about what it is we're talking about. I don't know what the video is, but um, you're already telling me I'm signing up for something, and I don't know if I want to sign up. Anyway, let's go to the landing page. So here we are. It's time for you to begin stepping into your vision. It's simple when you follow the four steps to make your dream of living in a Garden of Eden style eco village a reality. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's just break this down. The four steps to make your dream of living in a Garden of Eden style. I would just like this whole thing is really awkward, right? I wouldn't even put that in there. Like, stop your Eden Garden of Eden style. Like, this is what I would if you want to make this very clear because it's hard. It's like the Garden of Eden is on. Let's just see what it looks like when it's scaled down. No, okay, yeah. So somebody just formatted this completely like an idiot. Okay, it should be like Garden dash of dash Eden dash style, like Garden of Eden style, or maybe not even a dash between Eden and style, but Garden of Eden style, and then all in one line. Um, but then it says style eco village. It's just it's just very awkward. I would just like get rid of this. The four steps, even what I'm about to say is not even good at. But anyway, just to clean this up for people who speak English, follow English, write English. The four steps to making your dreams of living in a Garden of Eden a reality. Because that's really what they want. They don't want an eco gives a shit? I don't care about an eco village. I want to live in a Garden of Eden. Like, it's the eco village is just a formality. So you don't even really even need that. Anyway, so to making the 4 steps to make your dream of living in a reality. Okay, so there's only 4 steps. Great. Okay, off grid dream life. The 2-hour virtual event is happening when the timer below hits 0. Okay, so I got 4 hours to get onto this event. The cost has already been covered for you. Click below to register for free. I have not heard that before, and I gotta be honest with you, I kind of like that. We've covered the cost of this. The cost has already been covered for you. I'll have to say I like that. I might have to use that sometime. The cost has already been covered for you. Takes away like, why is it free? Oh, we have some benefactor who paid for this, so don't worry about it. It's free. I gotta be honest with you. I really, really like that. Okay, not a good start, but this looks good. You got a little timer, urgency, beautiful. Yes, I'm ready to live off. I'm ready to live my off-grid dream life. Um, yeah. Here's the okay. So there's kind of like you got the Garden of Eden, and then you got the off-grid. I would say I don't know. I want to tie that Garden of Eden back in here. I don't know. Off-grid. Okay, off-grid. Here's what I think. Here's what's going through my head. And I'm an average person, so I don't, obviously people think about this and you're going after the average person. It's not like you're going after stock traders or, publishing professionals or something like that. You're going after average person. So this is definitely right up my alley. So I think to me, off grid is kind of like you're roughing it, right? Because I've seen a lot of off grid stuff. You live in a log cabin, if you're off grid, you don't have any communication. And then Garden of Eden, it seems like I'm lying on a sofa, people are fanning me with giant feathers. So to me, it's kind of a disconnect. Like I'm like to me, off grid doesn't go with Garden of Eden. I mean, off grid could could be like a perfect, could be like a utopia maybe. I don't know, just that's just the way I see it, and maybe that's just me. But um, anyway, so we got the off grid here on the graphic, and we got off grid here off grid dream life. Um, and then you got Eco Village, Garden of Eden. Get a lot of kind of different things that you got to be careful about, like all these like different things that you're calling. Like, what is this thing? Like people, this is very true of humans. People want to categorize things. That's why, you know, um, you know, they always say, don't judge people by, what they look like, by their race or religion. But that's just the way people want to do it. They want to simplify things. They go, well, all these people are like this. All these people who look like this are like this. And that's just the way we are. We want to narrow things down and categorize them, and then not keep things all random because we're not massive computers. We're simple people with simple brains compared to AI or something. And so you got the Garden of Eden, you got Eco Village, and then you got Off Grid. So you got like 3 different components that you're talking about, and I don't really know like which one I'm really signing up for. Okay, 1:29, 5 p.m. Central. Good, we came just in time. And I'll say this. Another thing I like this is it's got the regular time. I mean, um, anyway, so here we go. Have you ever looked out at the world and thought there has to be a better way? And I think that's really, really good because I think a lot of people have said that. There's got to be a better way. I mean, in fact, most infomercials, somebody's stumbling with a blanket and it's falling off, and they're like, "There's got to be a better way." And then they go, "It's the snuggle or the snuggie or whatever." There's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way. And I think that's a common refrain that people have. So beautiful. You've already. I mean, this would almost be like a headline, except I would just tighten this up a little bit. Um, I would say, have you ever thought? Oh, no, I guess you could. Anyway, I'm not going to rewrite this, but this could be the headline. Um, I mean, this is not the worst either, except for this, garden eco village and all this other crap. Um, anyway, I'm just saying this is a good line. Have you ever looked out in the world and thought there has to be a better way? So yes, I have thought about that. Did you ever feel like maybe you got dropped off on the wrong planet? I definitely think people have definitely felt like they're disconnected. I don't know about dropped off on a different planet. I think people felt like maybe they grew up in the wrong time period, or they're you know totally alien to maybe especially their parents and maybe their friends or maybe their school, their environment. Um, Dropped off on the wrong planet. I don't think I've ever thought that, but I would. It's kind of like saying, square peg in a round hole, kind of that thing. Well, actually, you're on the right planet, but there's a better way. Okay, great. I'm on the right planet. Um, so I guess it's the problem here is like, if the answer is no, then I'm completely checked out, right? If ever, no, I haven't. So I'll just go on to somewhere else. Okay, well, you actually are on the right planet, but there is a better way. We were meant to live in community and in harmony. If you resonate with this picture, I mean, I think this is just like I don't know what you call it, but it's just like kind of narcissistic, I guess, lack of a better word. If you resonate with this picture and it says me trying to convince my friends we should buy a very large plot of land and start a community. Um, it's just I don't know. I just you're this is going to be a very narrow people, right? I mean, I understand you want to live on a commune and be hippies and stuff like that. And, I mean, I'd be very scared of a child who's going to rule my community. Maybe I'm not totally into this market. I'm in this market. Or picture this: the old world is ending, the new earth is forming. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. They got this picture, and then um, and this. I mean, now granted, this I took the screenshot when they were showing this image, and granted, the whole video is not going to show this. But if you were like me and you signed up, you would get right to um, get right to this page. So, or picture this: um, the old world is ending, the new earth is forming. So it's kind of reiterating, I guess, what was in the video. Or this, or this, or this. Take control, and then they crossed out the why. Our future, grow our own food, preserve our own food, preserve our own food, trade and barter and gift, blah 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 blah. Community. Then you need to click this button. I'm ready to live off grid, dream life. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't really because off grid kind of I don't know. There's so much more that needs to be in here for me to, and it's a 2 hour virtual event. I mean, it just sounds like kind of like it's so open. Like, what am I gonna get? Are you gonna tell me, the details? Is this like it sounds like somebody's like fantasy dream project. Like come, I have nothing planned. I have no real information to give you, but come along. We're gonna create this community because we're tired of living on the planet. Now you obviously you're probably gonna get a bunch of these people, but I can tell you, probably not gonna buy into whatever it is you have that's gonna make money that's gonna pay for this funnel, right? Um, there's just not enough information for the right people. Um, it, it's a 2 hour. Let's just okay. People need to understand this. People who do these create these funnels and sell on. It's hard to do. You're gonna waste a lot of money, even when you do it right. And so many people are way off base and completely doing wrong. And this is one of them. I mean, there's just nothing here um, that's just gonna be like I gotta spend 2 hours on this specific. Like I'm going to put everything on hold and I'm going to spend 2 hours for you to just tell me. I don't know what it is you're going to tell me. I have no idea. I have no, like, I, I don't know. What, you got to tell me, like, okay, the old world is ending. Okay, I got that. I'm bought into that. Like, who are you? Where do you come from? What do you do? Who else thinks this is a great idea? Um, they even got a private policy. Yeah, it's like a generic one. Let me see. For earthquake. Oh, okay. So maybe this is for earthquaking. Yeah. Like there's no physical address. It's a Gmail. I mean, it's just like free policy. Generated by. It's like, you know, how lame can you get? Like, I'm not here to criticize, but it's just like I'm don't do this because you're gonna waste a lot of money. Getting clicks cost money, and it's hard. I mean, in our industry, people think a 1 or maybe a 2% is good. You're not even. But here's the thing: I've just come across so many people, and people. I work with people, and they go, "Well, this is going to reach like 3,000 people. If I just get 1%, oh, it's going to be great." But the problem is, no one ever considers 0%. And that happens a lot. Even if you said, okay, this is going to reach 100,000 people, even if 0.1% of the people convert, I'm still making money. How could I lose? And it's like, well, if you're paying $1, so that's $100,000, and you're only selling a $30 product, or maybe a $5,000 product, 0.1% is not going to get you anywhere. But don't forget the reality of getting 0%. That's just happens all the time. And it's just doing stupid stuff like this. It's just, I don't even know what to make of this. And now I know the people who are drawn to this probably aren't going to be as critical and think like me, but you have to remember you're asking people to show up at a specific time and to spend 2 hours to get information about, I don't know. You know what would be better? This would be better. Okay, here's some ideas on how to freaking increase it. First of all, one of the reasons people, just based on this scant information, one of the reasons people are going to sign up for this is for other people, right? The community, like who's going to be on this. So what I would do, I would say, we see thousands of people signing up, and and then the people that come and show up get to go to our Facebook group where we can talk about our fantasy Garden of Eden community. That's what you need to say, because that's going to get people to sign up, and it's going to get them to watch it probably till the end, because you're going to be like, at the end of this program, we're going to have a Facebook group with a bunch of people like you. You would probably 100x your signups, but as it is, you're going to lose money. All right, want to keep it short. The web page is short. I don't want to be too critical, but I just want to let people know that don't do this. I mean, you're just going to waste money. I mean, people do, because you can tell when people are new to this, right? Because they just lose money, and lose money. Okay, thank you. All right.